Hello, all my wonderful Capricorns out there. Welcome to DragonTaleTarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your special full moon in Capricorn lunar eclipse reading for July 2020. This is your full moon, Capricorn, so this is a big one. It has that lunar eclipse added kick. This is a 2-year cycle coming to a close, as these solar and lunar eclipses have all been in Cancer and Capricorn this last 2 years. So I'm very excited to welcome you here to the channel today. Always love to be in your energy. I am a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Mercury, and Mars. So yes, my moon sign is in Capricorn, and if your moon sign is in Capricorn, that means that this full moon lunar eclipse has an even bigger kick to it, because that is also a lunar return for you personally. So absolutely, I've been feeling it. I think all of my fellow Capricorns have been feeling it. So I hope you are doing great, staying safe. Things that were intense here. My mom is also a Capricorn, and you can read about what happened to us in my community section on YouTube. Thank goodness we are coming through it, but it was very intense and scary, but we are okay now. More or less, we're still monitoring her health and making sure everything's okay as she's healing up. But yeah, it was pretty major, guys. So this whole eclipse season and all these retrogrades are absolutely for real, and it has been quite a journey. So I hope you guys are navigating it as smoothly as possible. As always, a few quick notes before we start any session: that this is a general reading. It will not resonate with every single Capricorn out there, so take what makes sense to you and kick the rest on out the door. This will mostly be corresponding to Capricorn Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising signs, and all of our Capricorn cross watchers out there are welcome to join in as well. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, or with want any information about the card decks that I use, or would like to make a donation to the channel, all of that info is below in the description box. And do hit that button while you're thinking about it. Join the Dragon family. We would love to have you with us. Also, do give it that dragon claw up by clicking the like button and let me know you enjoy this content, everyone. So Capricorn, this is the biggie. Okay, here it is. I'll show you the chart, right? Moon sign, there it is in Capricorn, opposing the Sun and Mercury in Cancer. I do apologize, I'm getting these out late because of all the stuff that happened. It was just unavoidable. We were without internet connection for almost a week, so I am late with my July readings. But the thing about this full moon lunar eclipse energies can really resonate and vibrate for up to 6 months out. And we are not getting another lunar eclipse until the very end of November, on November 30th. That's when we start our eclipse season back up again. But this one has closed it for now. So Capricorn, 2 years of energies. And I tell you, it has been a tough 2 years, guys. It has been so very challenging. So I am definitely with you in heart and spirit. I can feel it. And it is highlighting our universal first house, in that whole chart, and so that's really bringing up all of the stuff about who we are. The first house is the Aries house. It's identity, it's life purpose, it's that whole, what am I doing here? What am I meant to do? Who am I meant to be? All those questions coming up to the surface. So that is what this is really establishing, Capricorn. It's going to be, I think, a lot easier going forward after this. So let's go ahead and dig into your cards. I'm going to start with playing this tuning fork just a few times for you. This is the moon vibration, so we are resetting our lunar work here. So let's go ahead and take just a few deep breaths and align ourselves with this vibration before we start. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, helpers, and healers, please be with the Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising sign of Capricorn during this beautiful full moon lunar eclipse in their sign of July 2020. Please protect their energy and mind throughout this session and bring through clear, accurate messages for their highest good. Thank you so much. And look at that, Capricorn. This is all about the Hanged Man. This is your symbolic energy right now for this full moon. This is Neptune energy. So to me, this is letting go of something. You may have to sacrifice something to do with your pride, with your ego, you know, anything that you're bound up in that isn't for your highest good. It's got to go away. I would also say that right now, Capricorn, because we are wrapping up and coming to a closure of this cycle of energy, you may also be feeling a little bit like, okay, one pattern is ending, the next new cycle hasn't completely started yet. That is very, very normal to feel right now. But this is also, to me, a very spiritual card. The Hanged Man is very much about our personal enlightenment. And even though it's a challenging position to be in, you know, that is Odin hanging from the world tree. That's what that image comes from, is that story. And so, you know, he did that to, you know, as a trial, as a challenge to attain spiritual enlightenment. So it's really about, you know, sometimes going through a challenge or difficult circumstance in order to go to the heights, in order to go to the next stage of life. So let's get into your lunar cards. We're going to do a past, present, future layout to see what energies are going by, what you are experiencing right now in the present, and what is coming up in the future from the vibration of this Capricorn full moon. Ooh, Capricorn, I like these. So, first in the past position, we have the cardinal moon, and you are a cardinal sign. A Capricorn full moon is definitely a cardinal moon energy. This is what's passing away. So be bold, make the first move. This has really made you aware this last, you know, month or so. It's really about your timing. And Capricorn, you do have good timing when you listen to your intuition deep inside. You know when to act. You know when to be bold. You know when to make the first move. You know when to approach someone. You know who to talk to. So that's a very strong card coming through. Let's see what clarifies that with the Queen of the Moon deck. Ooh, Capricorn. So absolutely, this past month, even if things were challenging, even if they were hard, you are stepping into your full power with that full moon card. Straight up, this is one of the most powerful cards in this particular deck. So this is, to me, very much about embracing your own energy, not being afraid of it, and really taking that leadership role in your own life. Very, very powerful. And that doesn't stop. You know, that's in the past position. And look, from the other, the Moonology deck, we have the full moon card again. So surrender to the divine. To me, that's what the Hanged Man is about. Surrendering to the divine, letting go and going with the flow, and knowing when to act. Because when you're in line with that divine timing, Capricorn, oh my goodness, it's like you know when to take action because you just feel it. You are just in the flow, and you don't have to fight against it. It's like, I know when it's time to act. I know when it's time to speak up. I know when it's time to sit back and let things just, you know, keep going. So let's clarify this one. Yes, Capricorn, healthy boundaries are very important. We have the waxing gibbous moon right here. That is the moon phase right before it gets to the full. So look at her in that protective bubble, and that's very much, this is about boundaries. This is about protecting your energy. Because what I feel, Capricorn, as we come into this full moon, as we have, you know, completed this lunar cycle, we really have stepped into our power. We have done a 2-year you know, back and forth dance of learning big, valuable lessons about ourselves and about our personal relationships. Because, you know, Cancer being the polarity of Capricorn, all those lunar and solar eclipses were in those two signs this last 2 years. And so having such a bulk of energy there, it's been all about our relationship with ourselves, our relationship with other people, because the first house is our self-identity and who we are, our self-worth. And then the 7th house is our relationships, our, you know, interactions with others, our romances, our partnerships, all of that. And so learning where to put healthy boundaries up and honor your own power, and really understanding, Capricorn, that you are such a powerful being, such a powerful manifester, and such a true good friend, good partner, somebody who's really solid, not a fair weather friend, somebody that's there for the long haul. So look what we have in going into the future. We have the full moon in Libra, so lots of full moon energy here. This is a win-win outcome is forecast. This is about love. This is about relationships, partnerships, justice, fairness, harmony. So Capricorn, what that really tells me is that, you know, relationships and love and things that have been out of balance are coming back into balance, coming back into harmony. If people haven't treated you fairly, if they haven't been so nice to you, this is really saying it's like things will get better. And it's not about them being wrong, you being right so much. It's like they might admit that they're wrong and they might apologize, but it's not about like them being, you know, put down or being in a bad position. Like this is the win-win. Both people come out stronger from this. Both people get what they want. So that is beautiful, beautiful energy. I will also point out, Capricorn, that Saturn just went back into your sign. So it's in the last degrees of Capricorn again until later this year. So to me, if you haven't been nice when Saturn comes back to your sign, you do get a spanking, you do get that spiritual karma. But if you have been really working hard, if you've been really doing your best, Capricorn, that doesn't mean perfection, that just means doing your best. If you've really been putting in the effort, it will bring so many rewards. So, oh, I love this for you. And me, because we're all goats here. Oh, yes. And look at how beautiful this card is, Capricorn. Oh, waxing crescent. Self-love. That is so beautiful. Oh, gorgeous. That's my goats right there with the flowers in their hair, connected to the earth, loving and valuing themselves, because that's how you get the good relationships here, Cappy. That's how you do it. That's how we go. And then look at that. The number on that card is the 6. The 6 is the Lover's card in the tarot. So to me, that is all about love of all kinds. Let's get into the tarot now. We're going to move Mr. Dragon to the side. We're going to see some deeper messages and what this has in store for you. We're going to keep using that past, present, future layout just to see the deeper meanings behind all these. Very strong. Ooh, yes. All right. So Capricorn, in that immediate past, on top of the cardinal moon and the full moon of power, what do we got? We've got that King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But this, to me, especially aligns with that Aries energy, because the full moon in Capricorn comes back into that universal first house of Aries. So it is all about leadership. It's a little bit like the Emperor. You know, it's really stepping up into that role of sovereignty, a little bit of a fighter, a little bit of a warrior that says, you know what, I'm going to fight for what I believe in, fight for who I know I am and my place in this world, because I understand my identity and my purpose so much better now. And look at that. End of a burdensome cycle is coming to the fullness here with the Ten of Wands. So Capricorn, anything that was just like getting really heavy on your heart, heavy on your mind, sometimes even literally heavy on your physical body, this is coming to its culmination and its ending. And it is because you're stepping into your power, no doubt. So going into this present moment, sitting in this current energy, look at what we've got, you know, on top of, again, the full moon, the boundaries. Look at that, Six of Pentacles, Capricorn. This is about balance. This is about you knowing how much to give, how much to receive. If you've just been giving, and people have just been giving you crumbs while you've been giving them the nice full big dinner, you got to remember that. It's like, don't just give and wear yourself out. There's got to be reciprocity. There's got to be balance. It's not about holding people accountable and being like, oh, I did this for you, now I got to do something for you. It's not that kind of energy. It's just a natural flow of reciprocity. That's all that is. And you always know if someone just leaves you drained, or a situation leaves you drained, or if, you know, you both end up feeling great, you know, after hanging out together. It's very, very obvious always. Just pay attention to how you feel. Oh, I love it. Okay. Six of Swords on top of the Six of Pentacles. Capricorn, 6 and 6. To me, this is, you know, sixes are about balance. They're about harmony. They're about, you know, seeking that harmony, seeking that, you know, kind of reconciliation sometimes, or sometimes, you know, movement towards togetherness. To me, that Six of Swords says, if things aren't reciprocal, if things don't balance, if we're not giving and taking in equal measure, then I'm out of here. No more drama. That Six of Swords is all about getting in that boat, taking that journey away from the troubled waters towards the peaceful places. Yes. Okay. So going into the future, check this out. On top of Venus, I'm going to call it Venus because she looks like Venus to me. And then we've got that beautiful Libra energy, which is Venus ruled. So all about the balance, all about the self-love and worth. We have the Hierophant, Taurus energy here, Capricorn. So very, very beautiful. This is about committing to something divine. You could be committing to somebody new in a relationship. You could be reconciling with somebody from, you know, the past where things were troubled and now they're coming together. When I put these kind of energies together, it really does feel like marriage. It feels like solidity. It feels like new beginnings and balance in a relationship. And look at that too. Woo! Capricorn, new beginnings. Absolutely. Something old passing away, something new being reborn. So could be a reconciliation, but it also could be something new. You know, I could feel either one. I'm feeling a little bit stronger towards reconciliation because that feels a little bit like something coming in from the past where we're trying to heal it, the win-win outcome, all of that kind of says there's been some arguments, there's been some conflict that needs to be healed. But if it's something brand new, it's because you're coming away from something that completely changed, an old transition. You decided to get committed to yourself. That's also what the Hierophant is about. Committed to a spiritual life, committed to the divine, understanding the secrets of your own soul. So absolutely, this is a gorgeous, intense, beautiful reading. So on the bottom of the Modern Witch Tarot, we have the Judgment card. Higher vibration of the Death card there. Very, very interesting to me, because to me that says not only has there been, you know, the actual death, there's also the rebirth. The phoenix is rising from the ashes there, Capricorn. And look at that. We've got our Page of Swords there. Could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy we're talking about. This is an air sign person. This is somebody who's been thinking about you, watching you, wondering what you're up to. You know, new messages. They could be a little more immature than you. But, you know, Capricorn, who isn't more immature than us? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Don't let that get around. But, you know. Oh, all right. right, Capricorn, let's dig into an affirmation for you. I'm working with the Keepers of the Light Oracle. This is a gorgeous deck. It has Ascended Masters, Angels, Guardians, Protectors. So let's see who is guiding and guarding you through this very, very powerful Capricorn lunar eclipse. I love it. Ah, Capricorn, we have Saint Germain here. Karma is releasing. Capricorn, Saturn, your ruling planet, is to me. I was talking to a friend one night and she said, what do you think Saturn really is? And I said, he's the karmic time lord. And it is. It's about timing. It's about karma. It's about releasing and working through our responsibilities and obligations. So move beyond the drama. What were we saying about that Six of Swords? Moving beyond the drama. Look at that. Create your own path and make room for good energy. Ah, Capricorn. This is a beautiful, beautiful reading. Ah, and I gotta look at the bottom too. We got Melchizedek, which is higher learning. You've learned from this experience. More inner study is required to further progress. So Capricorn, keep learning, keep progressing. Just because this cycle has ended doesn't mean you're done. You have got new levels to ascend to and start to use that new positive power that you have come into. This was beautiful. I am happy with this, and I hope you are too. Have a wonderful rest of your July, Capricorn, and I'll be seeing you before it's over. Take care.